And I was like, I'm sure I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Were you like, where's your water bottle, and drink it every second?
Yes. Yeah. It definitely made him do the water bottle. All right. Well,
My
hey
son
guys.
said it was 100. Sorry.
100 and what? No,
Sorry.
tell me, Tammy, what was
Oh,
it?
he said it was 109 in Little Falls.
Oh my goodness.
That's the feel like
I know.
indexed. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be.
Holy smokes, that's some heat. All right. Well, that's a fun icebreaker. Tell us, what's the temp where you are and how are you staying cool? We have been in the air conditioning so much, in fact, that I've been like in and out and cold. So I had someone ask me yesterday, like, how are you in a sweatshirt? And I was like, the air is really chilly. Okay, well, we're going to get started with our workshop. Thank you guys for being here. Tonight, we're going to just feature some products that we're calling, our theme is no kitchen, no problem. And, there are circumstances where you don't have your kitchen, or you don't have a full kitchen, or you're remodeling, you don't have a kitchen at all. Maybe you have access to a microwave or like a mini fridge or something like that. And so I noticed that a lot of our team members have their own campers and they're going camping every week. And I asked a couple of weeks back, I was like, okay, what do you guys use in your camper? And Lisa was one that shared some of her ideas. And so we're going to pass to her. She actually got into her camper, so she'd be in the zone. Tonight, we are finishing up July, like the next couple of days. So you can still, like, if you are with us as a guest, you can work with your consultant to get that guest special for July, or pop in a real quick express party and try to get the extra $100 free. Or you can party with us in August. And I think everyone, whether you're a consultant or here with your consultants, should definitely party in August, because you're going to be able to access one of our new fall products with early access, 60% off for hosts that qualify. And there's a little sneak peek. I'm going to show you how that works here in just a bit. But without further ado, let's go to Lisa in the camper. Tell us all about how you make dinner, or will all meals happen when you're on the road?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, I am in my camper, and we were talking about how blasted hot it is. So I made sure that I turned on the AC before I came out here. But what some of the products that I use when we go camping, and we camp a lot in the summer. But one of the favorite things that I always use just about every single time that we go camping is we always like to make it a treat for our kids to do waffles. So I've got the deluxe grill and griddle. I actually have one for the house and I have one for the camper. And what I love about this is that it's so easy and portable to not only take from inside the camper if it's raining or it's bad weather outside, or if it is super nice out, I can plug it in on the outside of the camper and we can make waffles right on the picnic table. So again, like I said, is that I use the waffle. Oops. Sorry. I use the waffle plates the most, but there are occasions where I will also make pancakes or eggs and bacon. And what I really like with the deluxe grill and griddle is that you can lay it flat so that you have the ability to do bacon on one side, you can do pancakes on the other side, or like I said, you can use the waffle plates and you can use waffles. So this is one of my go-to products, like I said, that I use for camping. There's a couple other things that I like to use that I always leave in my camper. One is one of our rice cookers. So this is the 2-quart. I believe we still have this in the set. I'm not sure. But again, I will do like roast, or I'll have frozen vegetables that I'll just throw in the freezer. And then I'm able to pop it in the microwave rice cooker and put it in the microwave and steam some vegetables for at least something somewhat healthy while we're camping. Another item that I use quite often is the Cool and Serve. So we always like to go down to the lake or the river, or if we're sitting by the pool, I like to always have meat like a meat and cheese tray, something that's quick for the kids to be able to grab as they're swimming. So I don't have the ice packs in here, but again, I would put the ice packs in the bottom, and then it comes with the top. So I have the ability to, again, put out all the snacks. Anybody can grab them whenever they'd like. I don't have to worry about things going bad because not only do I have the lid, but I also have the ice pack at the bottom. Another tip is we like to take some drinks down to the pool with us. And these ice packs that go in the bottom of our Cool and Serves work awesome for keeping your drinks cold. So we've got like a backpack cooler and they fit nicely in the sides where we can put our cans of beverages and it keeps all of our things cool. Couple other things that are like staples in the camper that again, I have doubles of that I have in the house and I have in the camper. But again, measuring spoons. We've got our adjustable measuring spoons. I love these because they are compact and I don't have to have a bunch of them. So when it comes to trying to find them, it's not hard. Of course, you've got your spatulas. The mini mix and scraper is my absolute favorite. Not only is it my favorite in the camper, but it's also my favorite in the house. So I actually have a couple of these. Of course, you've got your tongs, and then of course you've got your silicone utensils for any types of stirring things for pastas or whatever that you may bring. And last but not least, but I also recently started using quite a bit the on-the-go insulated serving bowl. And I don't have it out here right now because I had to bring it in to wash it. But I think that Katie has it and she can show it to you. But what I like to do is I actually like to prep a lot of my pasta salads ahead of time. So just as a heads up, when you are prepping your pasta salads ahead of time, is put just a little bit of the dressing on your pasta so that it doesn't stick together, but then make sure that you bring some extra with you so that when you're ready to serve it, you can make it nice and creamy again. But I'll make, like I said, a couple different pasta salads and I'll have them all ready to go in the on-the-go insulated serving bowl. And I just pop them straight into the fridge so that when we're ready to serve them, I can just put them right out on the table.
Okay, I've got us both spotlighted, which I didn't know was a thing, but I have to tell a fun story. So Lisa has been dabbling in in-person parties, as some of the consultants have recent, and she's so in love with these bowls. And so she went to a party and she made a dish and she knew that it has this little suction thing on there, but I guess she picked the wrong one because she turned it over to show how leak proof and suction it would be. And was it chicken? Got all over?
Shredded chicken. I put it upside down and went to show the suction and all the lid fell down and the shredded chicken went everywhere.
So just to show ya, you know, we are definitely, we all have stories like that. So don't be afraid to show your products, even if there's a little malfunction, doesn't mean anything. So Lisa, thank you so much. And thanks for the atmosphere. I think, you know, knowing what you use as a true camper, I can just pretend what we would use, but you really do make use of all those things. So thank you so much for sharing.
Of course.
Love it. Okay, so we are gonna move on. So we have camping, right? And we didn't really talk about cooking over the campfire much, but Dusty, she lives out in the country. So I feel like she's also a really great expert. And she has one product that is like the most versatile product, I think, in our catalog. And oh, she's got her little guy with her. Hey, what's up, guys? Tell us all about what you will do if you didn't have your whole kitchen.
So I have quite a couple of things. I know part of the No Kitchen is also talking about dorms and things like that that could be small and compact. And one of my favorite things is the rock croft. So you have like multiple pieces just in this. It comes with the everyday pan, which I think is the smaller, and then this is the Dutch oven. And this product can be used on the stove, in the oven, on a campfire, on the grill, in the microwave. It's so versatile and it's very easy to clean and it's dishwasher safe. Plus, with that, you have the Rock Crock slow cooker. So this is like a million and one different options here because I've made cakes in the microwave in this. And then again, you can use it on the grill. You can use it on the campfire. If you want to make macaroni, for example. Or if you want to make up some meat. One of my favorite things to do is put some chicken tenders, and I will do them frozen and put them in the microwave. And it takes maybe at the most probably 10 minutes in the microwave. And then you can just take your salad choppers and chop up / shred the chicken. You can turn it into tacos. You could put barbecue on it. Just so many different options. We just built an outdoor area at our house, and we're gonna get like a big swing over piece to be able to do camping and stuff. So like camping foods and things. So I'm really excited to be able to try it, but I just love how versatile it is. And then they upgraded the slow cooker stand, and it's not digital, but it matches all the other products. You've got the little turn, and then your cord wraps up. So not only would it be good for quick meals for a dorm, or for somebody that is wanting to downsize because you have multiple pieces in one, or somebody that just wants quick and easy stuff. That's my favorite use of it. Another one of the items, Katie has another piece of these. This is another Rock Crock piece. And it is the pizza stone. And I know, like, anytime I think about it, what makes me excited about it is thinking of, yes, there's a square one, and they are being discontinued. So we believe that they are still in the outlet. So hurry up and go get them. But I can like imagine making pancakes, eggs, bacon, all on the campfire with this bad boy. You can make on the grill, you can make, we've made like loaded tater tots. We did bake them and then put all kinds of stuff on top of them. You can make loaded nachos. You can use the square one to roast vegetables. And again, you could use it on the campfire. And then another thing, I don't have any of the, I do have one of the bigger enamel cast iron, but these again are super tiny. I have made some little bitty desserts in the air fryer with them. So like we were talking, a lot of us are in the heat index of 100. I think it was like 97, 98 here where I'm at. So I don't want to turn on the oven. So the air fryer is a perfect alternative, but I could make little desserts for my kiddos. You could use this to grill up some eggs. So say you want to make pancakes, bacon, sausage, and you've got your Rock Crock pizza pan full, then you could fry up some little eggs in here. And then we also have the mini cast iron skillet, or like it's like a baking dish, but it's cast iron. And one of the things I like about it, you can see it's glazed on the inside, so things don't stick to it, but you can also dishwash it, which is one of my favorite things. And so as all you have to do if you dishwash it or hand wash it is just dry this little rim off, because that's the only cast iron that's exposed. But again, this can go probably in a toaster oven because it's basically like a mini oven. It's small enough. You could put it in the air fryer to cook. And then we also have the mini little stoneware, and this fits in the air fryer also. So you could roast some veggies. As you could tell, I don't use mine very often. We have a family of 4, so we usually want to make a lot of whatever it is we're making. But you could use this also in a toaster oven. So again, if you have a small space, if you're downsizing, if you don't have an oven, if you have maybe a small toaster oven in your camper, or if you, you have the air fryer, you can make French fries on this, all kinds of stuff. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I know Katie, I think is talking about some of these, are just some of these are our, I think, mini pot holders, and then we've got our micro ones. So again, they're small and they work really good for a lot of the smaller stuff. So
I love it. And I'm so glad you had those too, because I could not find my microgrips. They like go disappearing on us. So thanks, Dusty. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about all of these ideas. And we had some ideas come into the comments as well. Susie says she always takes her, she would always take her manual food processor, a really great option, especially like when I go on vacation. Now I'm not a camper, but when I go on vacation, I will take this so I can make salsa and guacamole, or just have something to do onions in really quick. The other thing that I will use, and that I think would be a really great option if you, if you don't want to bring a food processor, right? But you might want to bring the salad choppers, because it can do a quick chop of any vegetable, fruits, salad. You can chop anything. And I always bring these on vacation just because they're really small to pack. And I find lots of uses for them when I don't want to use one of the terrible knives that are just stocked in a condo, or, you can make your salsa with these. They shred chicken. So if you had, like, for example, the Rock Crotch slow cooker set and the salad choppers, you can make shredded pork, shredded chicken tacos. You can do the ribs. You can do everything with just like those 2 all week long. You could plan your meals. So lots and lots of ideas. If you have more thoughts on just like, what would you do? Let's take you back to when you were in college. Let's say you're going to the dorm. What would you take with you? Well, for sure, I would want to take my popcorn maker. This is the microwave popcorn maker. There's 2 sizes of it, but being able to have chemical-free popcorn, I think fantastic, right? You might be able to avoid the freshman 15 now if you have a Pampered Chef. The micro cookers have already been talked about. They're sold in a set, or you can get the 1 and the 2 quart on their own. The 3 quart micro cooker that you can do like rice and bigger things in, that one is being discontinued. So you want to snatch that up, as well as the grill pan. And speaking of not having an oven, Dusty mentioned this. What I use this for is I'll do like my cookie dough and put it in the freezer in little balls, like cookie scoop balls, and just do like 4 or 6 cookies and cook those in the air fryer for myself in like 4 minutes. It's super delicious. I also picked up this is the boil over no more cover. And I use this as a lid. So if I were camping and I was going to use like the rock crock over, like to make a dump cake, or if I wanted to bring this with me traveling, I actually would probably leave the glass lid at home so that there wasn't a chance for me to drop it, and just grab the small boil over no more cover. It's enough to be a lid if you're going to cook with slow cooking, but also it's great for non-splattering in the microwave, especially if you're making rice or quinoa or noodles, anything that might boil over. If you just use this as the lid when you're traveling, it's so much safer. And especially with those small condensed countertops, if they have, if they're glass lids, there's nowhere to put it. So this is really nice. And you can just store it in the microwave when you're not using it to cover plates and bowls and things. Okay. I'm excited to do a demo for you. It's been a couple of months since I was able to do one on our workshop, but Pampered Chef is coming out with a new prep and store system. Oh, guys, we didn't talk about the flexible cutting mats. You got to have the flexible cutting mats when, like for a dorm, I would say get the small or this size, they take no room. And then if you could just do one knife, your most versatile option is probably going to be the serrated tomato knife. It can do everything from, you know, cutting your cooked chicken to cutting through any vegetables that have like skin on them, for example. So this is the prep and store system. Oh, we talked about it in the comments. I'm sorry. I'll get to that in just a second. The ceramic egg cooker is fantastic for dorms, for breakfasts on the go, for just like if you are like we all sleep in on vacation. So I would imagine be the same with camping. So people just kind of get what they want when they wake up. And so doing oatmeal in the egg cooker or a quick omelet, a couple of eggs is really, really handy. And it's like small and storable. This little gray thing will keep it cool enough that you can just eat right out of it, take it in and out of the microwave very easily. All right, now let's talk about the prep and store. So the prep and store is a brand new product. It releases on September 1st. And this is the end of July. The reason I'm sharing it with you and not holding it as a secret, like all the other products that we just learned about at a conference, is that this system is an early access for hosts only. So when you or someone hosts with you, or if you as a consultant host your own party, $200 is a qualifying party. That's almost always 3 orders. You can get this 60% off. So instead of being $180, you get it for, I think it was $72. I meant to look at the exact thing, but this is going to make such a difference as we're starting to prepare to go back to school, back to a routine. And I have one gal, I don't know, Krista, if you're watching, but she said, I've got to have that for camping because it is so organized in your refrigerator. So the prep board we're going to cut on, the prep and store is this piece here. It's about the size of a 12-pack of soda. Inside it has your cool and serve pucks in it that you can freeze, or if you keep them just in the refrigerator, it will serve for 2 hours, keeping it cool, or 4 to 6 hours if they've been frozen. So you have those in there. It's a nice, you know, a sturdy plastic, and it holds 3 prep containers. And these each hold 5 cups of food. So I have in one, I've just cut, you know, the tops off of strawberries, and I used the drain tray. So here's what the drain tray looks like. There's that, and it attaches to the lid for easy storage. You don't have plastic pieces all over the place. So I'm using the drain tray with the strawberries. I'd use that for pineapple, for watermelon, and it keeps things from being waterlogged, keeps them fresh as you store them for longer. So there's also a vent at closed or open. And if you want to keep it fresher longer, you can use that as well. So the strawberries are ready to go for a quick snack, after school snack. We always do strawberries in our salads. So if I'm prepping vegetables ahead of time and I just store them all in my refrigerator, when it's taco night, I can pull it out and eat from that. When it's, you know, let's just all make our own salad. We get the lettuce and then all the toppings are already there. In my divided tray, there's just a little divider you can add to it. I have some cucumbers and some julienne carrots. I'm actually going to use the prep board and kind of show you how this works. So there's wire racks on the side, and these are removable. So if your counter is not like mine, you can put it on either side of the prep board, and you could have one container hanging off the side and one in front. I'm just going to do a carrot and a bell pepper. So you'll get the idea. But one can be for scraps, so you don't have to dirty another bowl. Very contained. It's dishwasher safe. And I'm going to use our peeler. Change your life peeler here to get the yucky off of the carrot. Yep. You guys know how to peel a carrot now. All right. And the julienne peeler comes in a set of 3. So it's got like the little teeth on it. Just going to hold one side of the carrot. And as you pull it down the long way, it will make these little strips of carrots. So you can do that. Again, like think about how many times if I think about how many times I want carrots and then getting one carrot out, peeling it, julienne, cutting board, and doing that 3 or 4 times a week. Or if I'm on vacation or I'm camping, my goodness, how nice would it be to do this one time, get all the scraps, only get things dirty one time, and then be able to eat just right out of your prep containers. This is going to be so nice when the fall comes and we're going back to school. I'm like, what's for dinner? Well, I already have some veggies prepped and I can go from there. So I know that some of our consultants got to see this announced at our national conference. So tell us what you think about the Prep and Store and some of the things that you think you'll prep at your house to have ready to go this fall, or how you might use this in your camper, or you know, I don't know about a dorm fridge actually, because sometimes you have the mini fridges. It would have to be able to fit the whole thing of soda. So we've got our carrots ready to go. Put the lid on that one. I'm going to close the air hole for that so it stays nice and fresh. And I'll just do a bell pepper as well. So cutting off the top. And I do love having the scraps container. I'm notorious about like getting the counter all dirty and then having to clean it up. Oh, another product that is a must-have is the can opener, because it's handheld, it's easy to use, it's left or right-handed, and you probably will need that at the dorm, in the camper. You'll need one for every time, or for every kitchen you have. Okay, so this is the quick slice. I know I've showed this before. You guys probably have this one if you've been around for a little while. I'm just gonna rock it down. It's got nice thin blades, so you can get your cut like this. And this will do a tomato as well. And I'll do some strips. And right into my prep container. So I'm pretty stoked about getting to use this and have things prepped. I love having my meat prepped ahead of time with the close and cut set, getting the chicken. A lot of times each week I'll prepare like 3 pounds of ground turkey and just season it with salt and put that into containers to freeze so I don't have to touch meat. So now I've got my veggies prepped. If you think about what Lisa had shared, how she has those quick snacks or swim snacks, you can have this all ready to go and just fill your cool and serve tray and not have to do quite as much prep when you're, you know, when you just want to go out and have fun. So this is this new Prep and Store. So now we have, let's see, four veggies prepped, one's a fruit. And you could do more as well. And it carries 5. So if this was only 1 bell pepper, you can fit at least 4 in there. So I'm pretty stoked about this product. So what you're going to want to do is chat with your consultant about how you want to party. So right now in August, as a host, you get a 60% off item plus 50% off item when you have just the smallest party. So collecting orders and having a small party, get yourself prepared for the fall. That's the way you want to go. All right, so that is the new Prep and Store. We do have a door prize that we're going to do as well. But before we wrap up tonight, I wanted to see if anyone has other thoughts, maybe on something we use, like how you would use that. Or if maybe you have someone going off to college or living in a dorm that you want to suggest some ideas for them as well. And do we know, can you put an air fryer in a dorm? Because that would be game changing, you know? Okay, Q&A time while I make sure everyone's in our door prize drawing. Probably depends on the school. Can't have an air fryer at Gabe's school, bummer. But that would be such a cool thing. I'm going to check the Facebook comments as well. Is it only one color? The Prep and Store, yes, the gray color. I think that's what you mean. That's just one color. Any other questions? And you guys, if any consultants, if you guys have some other ideas, you can come off of mute and share your ideas with us.
Katie, I've got a comment. I'm trying to eat healthy now that I came back from conference and all that. So having those containers in the refrigerator, easy to, like pull out
Mhm.
and just grab some vegetables to snack on or fruit or
Yes.
whatever.
No,
And they're all in one
right?
spot. Not trying to dig. Where'd those tomatoes go? Where'd the cucumbers go?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. I am really excited about that. Now, when my kids were younger, I would do this same thing, but with the cool and serve tray. And before they could get up from the table, they had to eat like one fruit or vegetable from each section. So like we can just implement that same rule for ourselves, right? You got to eat from the Prep and Store before you go get your Pop-Tarts. What other comments and questions do you guys have? Or I would love to hear what else, like what other things will you use this for? Or products in not your dorm room, but when you're camping, is there anything else that you take maybe on vacation from Pampered Chef? I see a baby and I just got distracted. Hi, Laura. Okay, well, I guess then we need to do our door prize. Let me get my screen sharing here. Hopefully I have everybody from Facebook and from Zoom. Okay. All right, you guys get to see the behind the scenes planning sheet here. I'm not sure, JB, you're the only JB, so I'm hoping we'll be able to connect if you win. All right, so here's our names. I'm going to just let you guys have 1 second to see if you don't see yourself, that I can double check. And while you're checking to make sure your name is on there, let me tell you about our giveaway. So I have a set of these bag clips that I'm going to give away. So I thought these would be really great. You need them in all kitchens, but it would be great for the dorm, great for the camper. On one side, it has a little unseen slicer, like a little blade. And if you pinch it down, it will cut open. You don't have to have scissors handy. And then it has a clip on the other side. And finally, there's a little magnet as well. So I'm going to give away 2 of those, and I will mail those to you now. Let's see here. See if I have any comments about someone I might have missed. I don't want to miss anyone. Okay, last call here. Bonnie. Let's make sure Bonnie's in there. Yes, I just didn't finish her name. Okay, here we go. We're going to have 2 winners. Ready to celebrate? Yay, Susie! Then we'll have, so Susie will get one of the bag clips, and Kim, you are so lucky. She won my last drawing. Yay, Kim. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed some of our little tips and highlights. Next month on August 24th, that's the 4th Thursday of August, our kids will be back to school, and we'll be talking about a little bit of back to school, but the big exciting thing is that we have about 30 products to show you that you've never seen before. We're not really supposed to share until September 1st, but you, as a guest of ours here at these workshops, we'll get to see them a little early and get a sneak peek. So we'll have some demos. We have the one I showed you today. And then there's some really cool baking stuff. So if you're a baker, you don't want to miss next month either. All right. I am going to stop our live stream and recording.